Hi, I'm Strix, and we're back to our Baldur's Gate playthrough. We still have the same goals in mind currently. 1. Gather the crew. This one speaks for itself, gathering all the companions. We currently have Lae'zel, Shadowheart, Astarion, and Gale. Number 2. No saves coming for rerolls. In-game mechanics only. If it turns out in an unfavorable way, so be it. Number 3. Romance at least one party member. This one speaks for itself. As I've said before, new goals will take the place of completed ones, and we're back into it. So we left off here. Oh, and my controller is freaking out. That has not happened before.
Oh, and it's doing the thing again. I didn't do that.
Immediately, my Xbox controller breaks. I never have luck with these things. We've stopped outside of the gate to the grove. It's immediately attacked by goblins. We're introduced to the Blade of Frontiers. We do our best to help, but remember, if someone dies, as long as my party is okay, it's permanent, so I have to play this carefully. You know me already. Do I play things carefully? No. There's a good amount of misses, so let's do this. It's gonna go. Oh, well, we'll just, immediately deep-fried that one. I even ordered Gale to taser their balls. It doesn't really work at all somehow. I really do not want them dying. After a bit of healing, and Will somehow carrying me, everyone thankfully survives, we loot the bodies like the disgusting vultures we are, and we go through the gate. Zevlor and this guy are bickering, and it's getting pretty heated.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
I do my best to defuse the situation, and true to my character, I somehow make this guy even more angry.
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
I move to convince him again, and thankfully we get the roll.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious hides, the both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that. I wouldn't have looked to a drow for help, but I'm grateful all the same.
Bruh.
This is a pattern throughout this playthrough.
Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove.
It seems like the druids here are evicting everyone and expecting them to fend for themselves. He wants us to go talk to the current head druid with hopes to overturn this decision.
We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
You've got me.
Perhaps you could persuade her for more time to prepare, if nothing else.
Yeah, probably.
Really? We're messengers now.
Astarion always takes delight in being an incredibly stinky person. Let's run some errands. We ignore the people loudly arguing in the background for now. I have money to make, and this little guy to make uncomfortable.
Refugees, adventurers, and even a drow. And
Let's
suddenly
see what
we're
the big
overwhelmed.
deal is.
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day. We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travel. As I said, it's a drastic measure, but the survival of the grove is paramount.
Aw, that's a little ironic, isn't it? No supplies to support everyone, and you've got literal, magic in here. Alright, I see how it is. I see how it is. Shadowheart's underwear is apparently worth exactly 3 gold coins. We're dealing with a sick bastard here. We made our money. No, I did not sell anybody's underwear. Let's continue. We finally go to defuse that fight.
We can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead.
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Let's attempt a persuasion roll. Let's see what we can do. The dice are being kind to us today. Let's hope it keeps up.
Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throats slit by a goblin blade.
There is a weird cow chilling outside. We don't have a shovel, do we?
Cow, just give me the side eye.
Let's talk to the ox. We perform a successful roll, but we learn absolutely nothing from it.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
We approach Will. Seems like a nice guy. The curse has hit me yet again. Oddly, my game audio is messed up for some of this recording.
Do it. I'm not like you.
This has never happened to me before, but we'll work with it. My brainworm gets chummy with his, and we observe the same hallucinations together.
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil.
Will is after a certain devil. We agree to help him and send him to our camp for now, effectively checking off another companion from our list. I make it a point to talk to everyone I see, gather quests, see what's on people's minds. We give these kids a speech, successfully help this guy learn how to fight, all sorts of things.
Yes!
Oh, it helps.
You really know what you're doing.
These interactions ultimately help me level up, which is always a good thing. Not all of our interactions are 100% positive, though. Remember what the evil, angry lime told us before? We have to interrogate someone here, and his name is Zoru.
By Mordai's eyes, another one.
Largely, I play along with this and play into my character's advantages in intimidation.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Lae'zel is far from merciful, and Astarion seems to really enjoy it. Shadowheart not so much.
Oh, you're not going to eviscerate him. I was hoping for a show.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
She's not gonna do anything bad, Shadowheart.
I'll indulge you soon enough.
Oh, we bully Lae'zel a bit. I mean, why not?
Then I needn't make it again. The tiefling was clear.
Tiefling?
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too?
We opt to save Saza, and our role works.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it!
Well, before we do anything, we talk to everyone at camp. Everyone seems to be doing alright. One problem, however. Remember how I mentioned romancing people? It may actually be the hardest part of this challenge for me.
I hadn't thought of that. What do you have in mind?
Will this little adventure of ours be over?
You know, being that close to your face makes me a little uncomfortable.
Good. I don't want you to run off just yet.
What?
I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
Stop flirting with me. You are old.
Oh, I was leagues away.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. You're still an option, Astarion. I'm sorry. Awkwardness aside, we continue on. We use Saza to make our quest a bit easier. Firstly, to make sure that we don't get obliterated, we disable this trap. I attempt to sneak up to these idiots just standing around in the corner, but Gale's big, tall, purple arrow gets us busted, so it's time for direct combat. Oh, come on.
I ain't a failure. I'll be an hero when I tell the boss about this place. And you'll be maggot food.
I'll be telling the boss myself. Kill him!
My character is always useless. Ooh, that didn't do anything. But Gale somehow absolutely obliterates them. We win. And taken care of. With Saza still as far out of the way as possible, she dies very easily. We help this little guy and he leaves the cave with no trouble.
Oh, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here. Step careful. There are traps in these tunnels.
I disabled these two traps. The one up top is easy, but for the other one I used Mage Hand to disarm. We don't want Saza being killed instantly after all this work. We let her out of the cave. She promises, though not really believably, to put in a good word for us at her camp. Then she's off. Back to the grove. We still have errands to run after all. It's all more snooping around, really.
We've known enough grief this 10-day traveler. Don't be the cause of more.
I literally saved you. And this is the thanks that I get. I helped this little guy pickpocket someone just because I don't like him.
Kid, I'm only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head. You don't understand. The kid stole my locket. He... Oh, the hell's with this?
We also successfully find these tieflings' secret hideout. I expected to be reprimanded by Mole, but it seems a good word has been put in for us.
My kids say you've been busy since you got here. I heard you helped Melly with that locket. I owe you for that.
Next, these two attempt to pickpocket us, but with some successful perception checks and a good roll, we somehow make a child cry.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
Well, at least I have my money.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
There is a man in fursuit at the gate who tries to intimidate me. It's not working.
Keep back! Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Why would she allow one of them? I suppose so.
We get let in.
You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
I don't exactly know why, but it brightens my day to help this weirdo in his goofy, puffy hat do the fantasy equivalent of those definitely 100% made-up Reddit stories that journalists somehow make entire articles about.
A gold dragon!
The two bards bouncing off of each other.
I've interrogated one. A captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
He's a bit of an idiot and heads for the goblin camp. We'll see him later. Now it's time to confront the problem herself, Kaga. Here she is about to murder a child. You know, just girly things.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat?
I successfully rolled to convince her to let the child go.
The words of the Tree Father. Spoken plain. A deep elf. In our grove, on this day, a sign.
Kaga proceeds to try and flatter me. Once again, another character is very quick to point out that I am a drow. So what if I am built like a Homestuck character? I saved your hideout. Is that not enough? There is no convincing Kaga. For now, the best course of action is to make the tieflings our own responsibility.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove.
So, in terms of our goals once more. Number 1, we've now gained Will, who has given us the quest marker for Karlak. We're very close to getting everyone. I was considering attempting to get Minthara, but interestingly, from what I've heard, it seems as though the game ultimately wants you to choose between her and Halsin. I might look into this one further and see what I can do, but I am not expecting much. Number 2, our allies seem closer to us after some dialogue. Who will we end up with? For now, it's kinda hard to say. Overall, we stuck pretty good to our goals, and we're almost finished with some. More will be on the way. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and once again, thank you.